Thank you, Guruji. This is the only way to show our gratitude, and we are so grateful to you, Guruji. Once again, thank you, Guruji. Devotees, as per our Sridharan's advice, all of you try to join VGC 1 by 4 a.m. regularly to listen our Venkatesa Suprabhatham meditation. Guruji, can we start the session?
Yeah. Hari Om.
Shuklambaradaram Vishnu. Okay.
Hari Om. Shuklambaradaram Vishnu Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadaram Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Lakshmi Nata Samarambam Nate Yamuna Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vina Venkatesham Nanato Nanatas Sada Venkatesham Smarami Hare Venkatesha Prasida Priyam Venkatesha Prayacha. Om Namo Venkatesaya. My pranams to everybody. So let's start with the first sloka for the first volunteer.
Shashi Prasad sir, please unmute.
Om Namo Narayana sir.
Om Namo Narayana. You can chant the first
Kaushalya Supraja Rama Purva Sandhya Pravartate Uttishta Narasardula Kartavyam Daivamanikham. Kaushalya Supraja Rama Purva Sandhya Pravartate Uttishta Narasardula Kartavyam Daivamahikam.
Thank you. Next person.
Geeta Velagapu ma'am.
उत्तिष्ठोत्तिष्ठ गोविन्द उत्तिष्ठ गरुडध्वज उत्तिष्ठ कमलाकान्त त्रैलोक्यं मङ्गलं कुरु उत्तिष्ठोत्तिष्ठ गोविन्द उत्तिष्ठ गरुडध्वज उत्तिष्ठ कमलाकान्त त्रैलोक्यं मङ्गलं कुरु.
Thank you. Next person.
Venkatalakshmi, please.
मातः समस्त जगतं मधुकैटभारे वक्षो विहारिणि मनोहर दिव्यमूर्ते श्री स्वामिनि श्रितजन प्रियदानशीले श्री वेंकटेश दयते तव सुप्रभातम्.
Thank you. Next person.
Jayalakshmi ji.
तव सुप्रभातमरविन्दलोचने भवतु प्रसन्न मुखचन्द्रमण्डले विधिसङ्गरेन्द्र वनिता प्ररचिते ऋषशैलनाद दयिते दयानिधे.
Okay, thanks. Next person.
Ritika ji. Ritika ji. Santa Gobaldas ji.
पंजापनाब्ज भवषण्मुखवासवाद्यादि शब्द ऋषयः समुपास्य दैत्यां सन्ध्याम् आकाश सिन्धु कमलानि मनोहराणि आदाय पादयुगम् अरसैतं प्रपन्नाः शेषात्रिशेखर विभो दव सुप्रभातम्.
Next person.
Ritika ji. Bharati ji.
पंचाननाब्ज भवषण्मुखवासवात्याः त्रैविक्रमादिचरितं विबुधास्तुवन्ति भाषाबधिः पठति वासर शुद्धिमारा शेषात्रिशेखर विबोधव सुप्रभातम्.
Vasanti ji. Vasanti ji, please.
नमस्कारं गुरुजी।
नमस्कार।
नारिकेल भूगकृमादि सुमनोगरपालिकानाम् आवादिमन्दमनिलस्य प्रतिव्यकन्तैः शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम्।
Thank you. Next person.
गोविंदराजन जी। गोविंदराजन जी।
नमस्ते।
नमस्ते।
उन्मील्य नेत्र युगमुत्तम पंचरस्ताः पात्रावशिष्ट कदली फलपायसानि भुक्त्वा सलील मतकेलि शुकाः पतन्ति शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम्।
Good. Next person.
नित्या जी प्लीज।
नमस्कारं गुरुजी।
नमस्कार।
तंत्री प्रकर्ष मधुरस्वनया विपञ्च्य गायत्यनन्तचरितं तव नारदोऽपि भाषा समग्रमसकृत् करचाररम्यं शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम्।
Good. Thank you. Next person.
पंडा श्याम सुंदर जी।
नमस्कारं।
नमस्कार।
भृङ्गावली च मकरन्दसानुविद्ध झङ्कारगीतनिनदैः सह सेवनाय निर्यात्युपान्तसरसी कमलोदरेभ्यः शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम्।
Next person.
कपालीश्वरन जी। कपालीश्वरन जी। दीपा जी। दीपा जी। उमा देवी जी।
नमस्कारं गुरुजी। दीपा।
नमस्कार। नमस्कार।
योषा गणनवरधत्नि विमत्यमाने घोषालयेषु धतिमन्त तीव्रघोषाः रोषात् कलीं विधते ककुपश्च कुम्भाः शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम्। नमस्कारं।
Thank you. Namaskar. So let's move on to shloka number 12. First volunteer.
उमा देवी जी।
नमो नारायण। नमस्ते गुरुजी।
नमो नारायण। नमस्ते। पद्मेश
पद्मेश पद्मेश
मित्र
मित्र मित्र
शतपत्रग
शतपत्रग शतपत्रग
तालिवर्गाः
तालिवर्गाः तालिवर्गाः
हर्तुं
हर्तुं हर्तुं
श्रियं
श्रियं श्रियं
कुवलयस्य
कुवलयस्य कुवलयस्य
निजांग
निजांग निजांग
लक्ष्म्या
लक्ष्म्या लक्ष्म्या
भेरी
भेरी भेरी
निनादमिव
निनादमिव निनादमिव
बिभ्रति
बिभ्रति बिभ्रति
तीव्रनादं
तीव्रनादं तीव्रनादं
शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो
शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो
तव सुप्रभातम्
तव सुप्रभातम् तव सुप्रभातम्।
गुड नेक्स्ट पर्सन
इंदिरा श्रीनिवास जी। इंदिरा श्रीनिवास जी।
ओम नमो नारायणाय मैडम। सर
ओम नमो नारायण। पद्मेश मित्र
पद्मेशमित्र पद्मेशमित्र
शतपत्रग
शतपत्रग शतपत्रग
तालिवर्गाः
तालिवर्गाः तालिवर्गाः
हर्तुं श्रियं
हर्तुं श्रियं हर्तुं श्रियं
कुवलयस्य
कुवलयस्य कुवलयस्य
निजाङ्ग्यलक्ष्म्या
निजाङ्गलक्ष्म्या निजाङ्गलक्ष्म्या
भेरीनिनादमिव
भेरीनिनादमिव भेरीनिनादमिव
बिभ्रति तीव्रनादम्
बिभ्रति तीव्रनादं बिभ्रति तीव्रनादम्
शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो
शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो
तव सुप्रभातम्
तव सुप्रभातं तव सुप्रभातम्
गुड थैंक यू नेक्स्ट पर्सन
भागवती जी भागवती जी
नमस्ते गुरुजी
नमस्ते पद्मेशमित्रशतपत्रगतालिवर्गाः
पद्मेशमित्रशतपत्रगतालिवर्गाः पद्मेशमित्रशतपत्रगतालिवर्गाः
हर्तुं श्रियं कुवलयस्य निजाङ्गलक्ष्म्या
हर्तुं श्रियं कुवलयस्य निजाङ्गलक्ष्म्या हर्तुं श्रियं कुवलयस्य निजाङ्गलक्ष्म्या
भेरीनिनादमिव बिभ्रति तीव्रनादम्
भेरीनिनादमिव बिभ्रति तीव्रनादम् भेरीनिनादमिव बिभ्रति तीव्रनादम्
शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम्
शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम् शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम्
okay next person
भव्य कोठारी जी भव्य कोठारी जी
नमस्ते गुरुजी
namaste so let's do half up पद्मेशमित्रशतपत्रगतालिवर्गाः हर्तुं श्रियं कुवलयस्य निजाङ्गलक्ष्म्या
पद्मेशमित्रशतपत्रगतालिवर्गाः हर्तुं श्रियं कुवलयस्य निजाङ्गलक्ष्म्या
go ahead
पद्मेशमित्रशतपत्रगतालिवर्गाः हर्तुं श्रियं कुवलयस्य निजाङ्गलक्ष्म्या
भेरीनिनादमिव बिभ्रति तीव्रनादं नादं शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम्
भेरीनिनादमिव बिभ्रति तीव्रनादं शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातं भेरीनिनादमिव बिभ्रति तीव्रनादं शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातं
good so next person
सरोजा नारायण जी सरोजा नारायण जी
ओम नमो नारायण मैम
Om Namo Narayana. So full sloka, we'll complete.
Yes, sir.
Padmeshamitra Shatapatra Gatali Vargaha Hartum Shriyam Kuvalayasya Nijanga Lakshmya Bheri Ninadamiva Bibhrati Tivranadam Seshadrishekhara Vibho Tava Suprabhatam.
पद्मेशमित्रशतपत्रगतालिवर्गाः हर्तुं श्रियं कुवलयस्य निजाङ्गलक्ष्म्या भेरीनिनादमिव बिभ्रति तीव्रनादम् शेषाद्रिशेखरविभो तव सुप्रभातम् पद्मेशमित्रशतपत्रगतालिवर्गाः हर्तुं श्रियं कुवलयस्य निजाङ्गलक्ष्म्या भेरीनिनादमिव बिभ्रति तीव्रनादम् शेषाद्रिशेखरविभो तव सुप्रभातम्.
Thank you. Good. So let's see the meaning. Padmesha Mitra Shatapatraga Tali Vargaha. Again, he is talking about, a scenario where all this, the bees, which are bluish black in color, they are trying to compete with Bhagavan's color, and they are also trying to get of this, the blue lily is also there in the pond. The blue lily is also bluish blackish in color. So they are trying to take the color of this bluish, the lily's color, and they are trying to say, we are much more blacker than you, and therefore we are all similar to the Bhagavan as such. So they are trying to compare their colors with the Bhagavan. So there is a fight going on between, this blue lily as well as this bees. So that sound are you not able to hear it? That's what the Acharya is saying. Padmesha, Padma Isha. Padma means lotus. Isha, Bhagavan is the lord of this lotus, because from his navel came this lotus flower, and therefore is called as Padmesha. Mitra means friend. Shatapatraga. Shatapatra means hundreds of petals. The lotus, the blue, the normal lotus has got hundreds of petals. Patraga. So that means all the bees come to the lotus flower for enjoying this honey, and therefore they are called as Shatapatraga, coming to that lotus flower. Tali Vargaha, all these, this bees, the swarm of bees, the entire clan of the bees. Hartum Shriyam Kuvalayasya Nijangalashma. Kuvalayasya, the blue lily. Blue lily is blackish in color. Kuvalayasya Nija Anga Lakshma. So Hartum, that means they want to steal away. Hartum means take away the blackish color of this the blue lily, and they also want to become so much more darker, the darkish in color, and therefore they are trying to take away that flower, this bluish color from them. Hartum Shriyam, that is that color, that is that the color of that, the blackish color of this Kuvalaya. Kuvalaya is the blue lily. The Kurukati Malarna Sula, Tamil, it is called as Kuvalaya. Nijanga Lakshma. And then they are making a huge noise. Beri Ninadamiva. Beri means that kettle drum. So if somebody is blowing that kettle drum, the percussion instrument, such a kind of a noise. So all this swarm of bees are making such a huge noise, saying that yes, we have won over this blue lily in terms of the color. We have got this much more bluish blackish color, and we are comparable to Bhagavan in terms of his color. So Padmesha Mitra. So that's what they are trying to make that announcement, like a Beri Ninadamiva Bibrati. That means they are shouting, they are making a huge noise. Tivra Nadam, huge noise. So that means they are making a huge noise, and therefore Seshadri Shekhara Vibho, person who is standing on the hill on the peak of Seshadri Shekhara Vibho, are you not able to hear that noise from that the swarm of bees? Please wake up and let that be auspicious to you. That's what it is. So in this is comparing the Bhagavan's color, of which is bluish blackish in color, with that of the bee as well as that of this Kuvalaya flower. So the bees are trying to steal away that the color of that this Kuvalaya flower, that is blue lily, and trying to become more blackish in color and compete with Bhagavan and say that yes, we are similar to Bhagavan in that color, and they're making that announcement like a huge noise, Tivra Nadam, like beating of this kettle drums. Beri Ninadamiva Bibrati. So that is what is happening over there. Such a huge noise. Oh Seshadri Shekhar, oh Lord Venkatesa, are you not able to hear that noise which these bees are making? Please get up and let there be auspiciousness to you. That's what is the meaning of this particular sloka. Let's move on to the next sloka. Next volunteer.
Gomati Venkatji. Manjunath MT. Manjunath ji.
Namaste Guruji.
Namaste. Shriman Nabhishta Varadakhila Lokabandho Shri Nivasa
Shri Nivasa
जगदेक
जगदेक जगदेक
दयैक
दयैक दयैक
सिन्धो
सिन्धो सिन्धो
श्रीदेवता
श्रीदेवता श्रीदेवता
गृह
गृह गृह
भुजान्तर
भुजान्तर भुजान्तर
दिव्यमूर्ते
दिव्यमूर्ते दिव्यमूर्ते
श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते
श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते
It's way, no, it's not short, it is dirgha. श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते
श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते
तव सुप्रभातम्
तव सुप्रभातम् तव सुप्रभातम्
Thank you. Next person.
Gomati Venkatji.
నమస్కారం గురుజీ.
Namaskaram. श्रीमन्नभीष्टवरदाखिल
శ్రీమన్నభీష్టవరదాఖిల శ్రీమన్నభీష్టవరదాఖిల
लोकबन्धो
లోకబంధో లోకబంధో
श्री श्रीनिवास जगदेक
శ్రీ శ్రీనివాస జగదేక శ్రీ శ్రీనివాస జగదేక
दयैक सिन्धो
దయైక సింధో దయైక సింధో
श्रीदेवतागृह भुजान्तर
శ్రీదేవతాగృహ భుజాంతర శ్రీదేవతాగృహ భుజాంతర
दिव्यमूर्ते
దివ్యమూర్తే దివ్యమూర్తే
श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते
శ్రీవేంకటాచలపతే శ్రీవేంకటాచలపతే
तव सुप्रभातम्
తవ సుప్రభాతం తవ సుప్రభాతం.
Thank you. Next person.
Bindu Ananthakrishnan-ji. Prasanna Kumari-ji.
Yes.
Okay. श्रीमन्नभीष्टवरदाखिल लोकबन्धो
श्रीमन्नभीष्टवरदाखिल लोकबन्धो श्रीमन्नभीष्टवरदाखिल लोकबन्धो
श्री श्रीनिवास जगदेक दयैक सिन्धो
श्री श्रीनिवास जगदेक दयैक सिन्धौ श्री श्रीनिवास जगदेक दयैक सिन्धौ
श्रीदेवतागृह भुजान्तर दिव्यमूर्ते
श्रीदेवतागृह भुजान्तर दिव्यमूर्ते श्रीदेवतागृह भुजान्तर दिव्यमूर्ते
श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते तव सुप्रभातम्
श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते तव सुप्रभातम् श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते तव सुप्रभातम्.
Okay, next person.
Madhavi Lata-ji. Madhavi Lata-ji. Lakshmi Somasundaram-ji.
నమస్తే గురుజీ.
Namaste. So half hour. श्रीमन्नभीष्टवरदाखिल लोकबन्धो श्री श्रीनिवास जगदेक दयैक सिन्धो
శ్రీమన్నభీష్టవరదాఖిల లోకబంధో శ్రీ శ్రీనివాస జగదేక దయైక సింధో శ్రీమన్నభీష్టవరదాఖిల లోకబంధో శ్రీ శ్రీనివాస జగదేక దయైక సింధో
श्रीदेवतागृह भुजान्तर दिव्यमूर्ते Shri Venkatachalapate Tava Suprabhatam.
श्रीदेवताग्रहभुजान्तर दिव्यमूर्ते श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते तव सुप्रभातम् श्रीदेवताग्रहभुजान्तर दिव्यमूर्ते श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते तव सुप्रभातम्.
Good. Thank you. Next person.
Somasundaramji. Somasundaramji.
Yes, madam. Namaskaram.
Okay, let's chant Namaskaram. Let's chant the full sloka. Srimanabhishtavaradakhilaloka Shri Srinivasa Jagadeka Dayeka Sindho Shri Devatakriha Bhujantara Divyamurte Shri Venkatachalapate Tava Suprabhatam.
श्रीमन्नभीष्टवरदाखिललोकबन्धो श्री श्रीनिवास जगतो कदैकसिन्धो श्रीदेवतागृहभुजाङ्कर दिव्यमूर्ते श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते तव सुप्रभातम्.
Once again.
श्रीमन्नभीष्टवरदाखिललोकबन्धो श्री श्रीनिवास जगते कदैक सिन्धो
Jagadeka Dayeka Sindho
जगत् श्री श्रीनिवास जगदेक दयैक सिन्धो श्रीदेवता गृह भुजान्तर दिव्यमूर्ते श्री वेङ्कटाचलपते तव सुप्रभातम्.
Okay, now let's see the meaning. Shriman, one who has got Lakshmi, is called as Shriman. One who has got Lakshmi with him, Shri. Shri means Mahalakshmi. Shrunoti, Shravayati. Many meanings for Shri. One, I'm just giving two meanings. Shrunoti means she listens. Like the mother of the mother of this universe, whatever you say, whatever complaints, whatever problems you have, she first listens to it. So that is why she is called as Shri. Normally children go to the mother first. So they'll tell all their problems to the mother only first. Then the mother represents to the father and then gets the things done. So she first Shri. Secondly, Shravayati. After having listened to that, she recommends to Bhagavan, and then Shravayati makes Bhagavan listen to you also. When you go to Bhagavan directly, the Bhagavan will look at you and say, oh, you've got so much of problems and sins, etc. So I don't want to listen to you. So only when it's recommended by Mahalakshmi, he listens. So she makes sure that he listens to whatever you say. Make sure that, please listen to whatever our child says. So that's what the mother says, So like that's why she's called as Shri. Shriman, Bhagavan who has got this Mahalakshmi always with him is called as Shriman. There's a slight difference between Shriman and Shriman. Sometimes we say Shriman, sometimes we say Shriman. Shriman refers to the thing which cannot be separated out, and Shriman is which can be separated. For example, I'll give an example. Shriman, Mahalakshmi is ever in the chest of Bhagavan, and therefore is Shriman. It cannot be separated. Shriman, supposing Bhagavan has got certain, Shri also refers to all the, the wealth and other things. The wealth can be separated from Bhagavan. For example, he has got this Sudarsana Chakra with him. The Sudarsana Chakra can sometimes gets away from him to kill the Asuras and comes back, so that can go away from Bhagavan. Whereas Mahalakshmi is Shriman, because she can never. That's what Nammarva says. Even for a trice, she doesn't want to get separated from him, and therefore that's why she's sitting in this chest, and therefore she's called a Shriman. Bhagavan is called a Shriman. Abhishta Varadakila. Abhishta means all the this requests, desires, all the these longings of the devotees. Varada means Varan Dadati iti Varadaha. One who is able to give the boons to the devotees. That means he is fulfilling all the longings and the desires of the devotees by giving them the necessary boons, and therefore he is called as Varada. Akhila Loka Bandho. Akhila means the entire, Loka means the entire universe. You got these 14 lokas, the Bur Loka, Bhuvar Loka, Suvar Loka, Mahar Loka, Jano Loka, Tapo Loka, Satya Loka, above the earth. These are the 7 lokas. The lokas below are Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala. 7 plus 7, 14 lokas. So the entire 14 lokas, Akhila, all the 14 lokas is the Bandho, is the relative. He is the single relative for all the Jivatmas, and also all the, even the inner things is the relative, because he's residing inside each one of us as the Antaryami, and he's the only relative. All the so-called relatives that we have in this, in this life they are only, in fact, the English term is very beautiful. They say relative. They didn't say absolute. This is in relation to this body. My relationship with my wife is in relation to this, or with my child is only with relation to the two bodies. If one of the body perishes, that means the relationship is cut off. So the relationship is only physical in terms of the body. Whereas Bhagavan's relationship is Atmic relationship. The Jivatma Paramatma relationship is permanent. That's why Andal says, in this 20th pasam, this Karavigal Pinchendre Kanam Sendunbam, Marivundra Millada Aigola Tundane, Piravi Parandane Punimadu, Korevundra Millada Govinda, Undanoda Uravel Inga Urika Uria. Even if Bhagavan wants to, cut off the relationship, he cannot do that. That's what Andal is saying. The relationship is permanent relation. The Jivatma Paramatma, the master servant, the father, son, etc. That is the kind of relation which can never be destroyed. The two, because both the Atmas are imperishable. The Jivatma and Paramatma are imperishable, and therefore that relationship is permanent relation. That's why he is the single relative for all of us. Akhila Loka Bandho. So that's what he's saying. Akhila Loka Bandho, the relative. Sri Srinivasa. Sri Mahalakshmi. Sri Nivasa. What is the meaning of the word Sri Nivasa? Sri Mahalakshmi Ni. Nityam, always permanently Vasa. That means she is ever residing in Bhagavan Srinivasa and Bhagavan Narayana, and therefore he is called as Srinivasa. Other Ni also means Nishyam. Definitely. Mahalakshmi is ever, always residing and definitely residing in Bhagavan Srinivasa, Bhagavan Narayana, and that's why he is called as Srinivasa. Shrihi Nityam Vasati iti Srinivasa. Shrihi Nischayam Vasati iti Srinivasa. That's how we can, interpret the word Srinivasa. Jagat Eka Daya Eka Sindho. Jagadeka Sindho. No? Jagadeka Dayeka Sindho. Jagat, this universe. Eka, single. Daya. Daya means the compassion. Eka Daya Eka. That means he's the only, for this entire universe, he is the only single person who is the Daya Eka Sindho. That means he is a Sindhu means ocean. He is a ocean of mercy. For this entire universe, he is the single ocean of mercy that is there for helping us. He is completely full of compassion. He wants to take the people on the right path and direct them on to his, ultimately make them reach his abode. So he has got that compassion. He is the ocean of mercy, and therefore that's why he's, if you relate to the word Varada, Varandadati, that means he's a ocean of mercy, and therefore he is able to fulfill the desires of all his devotees, and therefore he is one single person who is in this universe, who is the ocean of mercy. Jagat Eka Daya Eka Sindho. That's what it is. Sri Devata Griha Bhujantara Divya Murte. Divya Murte means very effulgent, shining. Bhagavan is ever shining. Murti means form. The shining form of Bhagavan is always the source of light, and therefore he is called as Divya Murte. Sri Devata, Sri Mahalakshmi, we saw that. Devata, that Mahalakshmi is, she is also a Devata. Sri Mahadev. Griha, that her place of residence. Mahalakshmi's residence is where? Bhujantara, Bhuja Antara. Bhuja means the two shoulders. Antara, in between the two shoulders, that is the chest. Her residence, Mahalakshmi's residence is the place of, is in between the shoulders, which is the chest. And because Mahalakshmi is ever present in him, he is always ever effulgent and shining. Divya Murte. Sri Venkata Achalapate. So one person who is residing in this Achala, Venkata Achalapate. Venkata means we saw that Vem means the sins. Kata means one is burning of the sins. When anyone steps into the Tirumala hills, all his sins are completely burnt. That's why it is called as Venkata. Venkata Achala. Achala means mountain. Chala means moving. The mountains don't move and they remain stationary, and therefore mountains are called as Achala. So Sri Venkata Achalapati means he's the Lord. So a lot of this hill of Venkata, Tava Suprabhatham, please get up and let there be auspiciousness to you when you wake up, and therefore that's what is being said. So let's summarize the meaning of this sloka. Who is the Lord of, who has got ever Mahalakshmi in his chest, who fulfills all the desires of his devotees by giving them the necessary boons. He is the one single person who is the relative of all the people in this universe. O Srinivasa, where Mahalakshmi ever resides in him, he is the single person who is the ocean of mercy in this universe, and in whom the Mahalakshmi resides in his chest, and he is an effulgent person. O Lord of Venkatesha, please get up and let there be auspiciousness. So that's what is the meaning of this sloka. Let's continue our discussion tomorrow. Let's go for the closing prayer now.
Now I request Arnaji to do the closing prayer.
Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame
सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम नाम वरानन ओम नमः इति हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे नमस्कारं गुरुजी
Thank you. Thank you. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Guruji.